It's Wednesday, August the 2nd, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, a military aircraft with 13 people on board made an emergency landing at the Grantley Adams International Airport shortly before 9 this morning. Reports are that one of the plane's engines caught fire shortly after takeoff and had to be shut down. The captain then proceeded to dump fuel to the south of the island before attempting the emergency landing. Emergency personnel were on standby as the plane prepared to land. There are no reports of injuries. This country's latest political party is warning the Friendly Stewart administration and the opposition Barbados Labour Party that it intends to take the reins of government at the upcoming general election. The Barbados Integrity Movement, or BIM, which was launched last night at Davie Southwinds, is also adamant, according to its leader Noel Holder, that the group is not a third party, but one which intends to win the votes for government.
BIM, by virtue of being small and as Apostle alluded, a third party, we are not a third party. We are the alternative, and we will be the next government for Barbados.
The speakers at last night's launch included leader of another recently launched political party, that's the New Barbados Kingdom Alliance, Apostle Lenroy Scantlebury, who warned the two traditional parties that the votes belong to the people.
I have a gentleman that said that here in this island, the third parties are only coming to split the votes. Well, I said it's about time the votes are split. But the reality is that many individuals believe that the votes in Barbados are already parceled out to these two parties. But I want them to understand that this is not the case. The votes belong to the people. And the people can vote wherever they want to vote and for whomever they want to vote. We want to make this clear. We want to send a clear message to the Barbados Labour Party and the Democratic Labour Party. The new parties in Barbados, we are not third parties. We are the alternatives. We are here to stay. We are here to do our part to make this country better. We are here to let Barbadians know that a new breed of leadership has come to Barbados. And for those who believe that the halls of Parliament belong to a select few of people, we have another thing coming for them.
The Barbados Association of Masqueraders is asking the National Cultural Foundation to open a formal probe into last weekend's junior cadouement following objections by some band leaders concerning the results. Last Saturday, 25-year-old Kevin Small walked away with the coveted Best Junior Band Award for his Fifth Element Kiddies Band, Candyland 246, edging out veteran band leaders Gwyneth Squires and Trevor Nichols, who had to settle for second and third place respectively, despite capturing most of the category prizes. President of BAM, Chetwin Stewart, has since met and discussed the concerns of the band leaders.
Apparently the rule is clear. It's an aggregate of points, so a formal complaint will be lodged, and you will go through the process. So there are rules, as I said, there are rules for this kind of thing. You just have to lodge a complaint, and then you will check and see, who should have won or who should not have won. So now we have to investigate it. As president of BAM, I will make sure that it is transparent.
In sports now, football superstar Neymar has told his Barcelona club he wants to leave. The 25-year-old informed his teammates at the start of a training session which coach Ernesto Valverde gave the Brazilian permission to miss in order to resolve his future. More in this CNN report.
Neymar wants to leave Barcelona. Neymar wants to join Paris Saint-Germain, that's for sure. The French club has already the yes from the player, and Barcelona has already the no from the player. I mean that Barcelona already know the Neymar thoughts, and this is a personal decision. Neymar thinks that he can be the best player in the world, but he thinks that it cannot happen if he plays with Messi, besides of him, because Messi is the best player in Barcelona history, maybe the best player in all times. And he thinks that if he joins to PSG, he can get another step in his career.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips?
Yeah?
There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Will she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the Nation? They're real expensive, and for one year, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody ain't want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados Today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertising Barbados Today, families. Tell she is Barbados Today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Mom, are you still there? Oh, she put down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back with news from the region now. A businessman in Guyana has denied plotting to assassinate President David Granger. The accused was testifying before a commission of inquiry probing the alleged assassination plot against the president.
Nizam Khan, the East Bank businessman who allegedly offered his neighbor $7 million to assassinate President David Granger, took the stand at the Commission of Inquiry probing the alleged plot. Khan denied that he ever offered $7 million to kill President David Granger, but disclosed that he had lent the accuser money in the past.
He never came in my yard since in 2014 and in Park, and they keep questioning me, and then they tell me that Andrew Gilliard made an allegation of I paid him $6 million to kill the president of Guyana, President David Granger. I told him he's lying on me. I never had no conversation in my yard with Andrew. Since 2014, he gets chased out from my yard, and he's lying. And I hire no one to do no such thing.
But when Gillard took the stand, he admitted that he had borrowed money from Khan, but instead of repaying the money, Khan allegedly showed him a long gun and told him that he could instead get $7 million if he killed President Granger. That gun in question allegedly belongs to Nizam's brother, Imran Khan.
On the global front, President Donald Trump this morning signed into law legislation that levies new sanctions against Russia and restricts Trump's own ability to ease sanctions in place against Moscow.
We are just getting word that President Trump has signed the sanctions bill on Russia. That is the bill overwhelmingly passed by the House of Representatives and also the Senate. We just got word that the president has now signed this sanctions bill. You're with us. Your reaction?
I think it fits very much with what we're talking about. Increasingly, Congress is going to assert itself. In essence, what it did with that sanctions bill was to tie the president's hands in his ability to unilaterally negotiate with Russia. That's a new development that you probably wouldn't have seen 100 or 200 days ago. It's absolutely the case now.
U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, meanwhile, heads to Asia later this week for a regional meeting on security issues, which is expected to be attended by ministers from North Korea, China, South Korea, and Japan. It could be an opportune moment for a diplomatic breakthrough on Pyongyang's nuclear and missile programs, which have been causing massive headaches for the U.S. president. But questions linger over whether Tillerson can speak for his administration, given contradictory remarks from U.S. politicians.
The Chinese have been very clear with us that we share the same objective, a denuclearized Korean peninsula. They do not see it in their interest for North Korea to have nuclear weapons, just as we do not see it in anyone's interest. China has ways that they can put pressure on and influence the North Korean regime because of this significant economic relationship that no one else has. We've been very clear with the Chinese. We certainly don't blame the Chinese for the situation in North Korea. Only the North Koreans are to blame for this situation. But we do believe China has a special and unique relationship because of this significant economic activity to influence the North Korean regime in ways that no one else can. And that's why we continue to call upon them to use that influence with North Korea to create the conditions where we can have a productive dialogue.
And that's news and sports. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as the Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.